the 23rd of April 2014, Port Harcourt officially began its tenure as UNESCO World Book Capital. The baton was handed over to Port Harcourt by Bangkok at a colorful ceremony which took place at the Hotel Presidential. The handover ceremony was hosted by the Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Chibuike Amechi, and chaired by former President Abdul Salami Abubakar.
Have to congratulations, give you the big hand from Port Harcourt, the Governor of Rivers State.
Let me use this opportunity to congratulate our President, President Goodluck Obele Jonathan, the Governor of Rivers State, Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi, and indeed all Nigerians for this historic nomination, which is coming as Nigeria celebrates its centenary.
It is with great delight and excitement that I welcome you, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to this literary festival and to our wonderful city of Port Harcourt. No doubt, for many of you, it may be your first time in Nigeria's most interesting and most vibrant city, Port Harcourt. When our administration decided to hold the Garden City Literary Festival in 2008, we are conscious of our urgent need to reverse the economic decline which our state was experiencing because of the challenges of years of neglect by government, impact of oil exploration activities, and the resulting Niger Delta militancy and criminality.
I believe that today we stand on the verge of history. When I read, what I see is possibilities. And through this World Book Capital program, I see possibilities for the city of Port Harcourt, for the nation Nigeria, and indeed for the African continent. With the fifth of the world's population on this continent, 70% of which are youth, then the program of the World Book Capital, which is mainly targeted at youth, has the potential to transform the educational landscape of this continent, beginning right here in the city of Port Harcourt.
Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka delivered the keynote address.
Please don't reimpose tax on books. I have a cloud of sadness within me as I speak. It has to do with an absence, a non-event, which both has a program. Oh, I forgot to give you the title. Republic of the Mind and Thraldom of Fear.
Also in attendance were literary icons, celebrities, diplomats, guests from around Nigeria and other parts of the world. Being the first World Book Capital city in sub-Saharan Africa and the second on the continent, the excitement could not be hidden as guest after guest expressed their elation at this great achievement.
Yeah, it's great because I'm a connoisseur and lover of books, so I always love such kind of exhibitions, so it's excellent.
Well, first is that the attention of the world is on Port Harcourt. That's an amazing thing. I mean, the whole world is looking to Port Harcourt. The whole world knows that it is Port Harcourt that is defining literary events. This is the biggest literary event in the world. And so for us, it's such a great honor and we're very excited.
We were privy to know about the call for entry against 2014. And we thought, why not? You know, Nigeria has the laurels, has the qualification to bid. And, you know, Nigeria has produced some of the most important writers in the world. And of course, the city of Port Harcourt, we felt, was very qualified with our rich history in literary endeavors, great writers coming from this city like Elechi Amadi, Gabriel Okara, the late Olarotimi, the late Ken Saro-Wiwa, etc.
The week-long opening ceremonies featured an international literature exhibition, sessions with celebrities reading to children, panel discussions, and interactive sessions with writers. It was also an opportunity to celebrate some of Nigeria's literary icons, and different days of the week were set aside for each of them. They included Professor Wole Soyinka, Pa Gabriel Okara, Captain Elechi Amadi, Professor J.P. Clark, Zainab Akali, and late Professor Chinua Achebe.
My view is that while the novel may play a part in changing society, that part is negligible.
Driven by the vision to be the best World Book capital ever, the Port Harcourt World Book Capital Day was carefully put together with an array of year-long programs that cut across every genre of the society, but with a particular focus on youth. Reading Tree. The Reading Tree is a weekly graded reading program for primary school age children. Under this program, 150 book club meetings hold in 50 schools weekly. The Reading Tree comprises of carefully selected books ranging from timeless classics to African folk tales. This program enables children to develop their reading and language skills and broaden their knowledge on a wide range of subjects while enjoying group discussions around great stories.
I think it was really brilliant, fantastic, and the fact that we got to draw trains made it really fun. And I also like to hear other people's experiences and opinions.
Book clubs. This World Book Capital program also includes book clubs for secondary school students. 50 book clubs have been set up across the city of Port Harcourt. Students read a pre-selected book of the month, which they meet to discuss monthly.
We grew up in an era where there was so much emphasis on reading. Then there was no internet. The books I read then helped me in the way I think, the way I reason, my general perception of life.
The books we've been going through has really enabled me, has tamed my reading ability and also my love for reading, my appetite for reading. It has really helped me a lot.
These clubs encourage students to read for information and entertainment and to use books as a center point for social gatherings. This program helps the student build their interpersonal and critical reasoning skills.
I want to point out something I noticed in this play through the character of Mr. Wright. Fine, the white people came to the eastern part of Nigeria, gave us Christianity, gave us education, but as a catch. Mr. Wright was a person that the reason why he came to the eastern part of Nigeria was as in to make money, was to get income. He did not care about the detriment of the indigenes of that area.
Working book. Children in unity schools across Nigeria were engaged in writing a chapter each of a book detailing the sights and sounds of their states, such as festivals, traditions, and landmarks. This exercise was designed to enhance creative writing skills, encourage teamwork, break down cultural divides, and showcase tourist attractions across Nigeria. These entries were dated and published in a book titled 100 Years Around Nigeria, which was presented to the public at the Port Harcourt Book Festival 2014. AC Competition. An essay competition to mark Nigeria's centenary was organized nationwide for university students. The topic was Possibilities for Nigeria at 100. The competitions gave participants the opportunity to create a story that would be a landmark of Nigeria's centenary. Over 700 entries were received. The English Teachers Association of Nigeria, ELTAN, had the daunting task of screening the long list, which they whittled down to 60. 3 winners eventually emerged. Grace Livingstone of the University of Port Harcourt got the star prize of a 500,000 naira education grant, while the first runner-up, Pearl Ogwara of the Federal Polytechnic Nekede, got an education grant of 300,000 naira. Uzwazo Precious of the University of Benin was the second runner-up and received an education grant of 200,000 naira. The 3 winners also got laptops and a bag of books. Writers in Residence. The Writers in Residency program, which produced the song I-12, took place at the serene Songhai Rivers Farm and Resort on the outskirts of Port Harcourt. From the over 70 entries applying to participate in the program, a dozen participants were selected by a team of credible judges: Lindsay Barrett, Molara Wood, Chimeka Garrix, Adiela Onyedibia, Ehusai Maswen, and Obari Gomba.
Personally, I think it's fulfilling in the sense that you have people you can affect, touch. It's inspiring. So you can't buckle up inspiration you have to help other people to aspire. So, and the best people to inspire are the younger ones who are aspiring.
I expect that we're going to have a generation of writers that will be traceable to what the city of Port Harcourt has been able to do for quite some years now. You know, it's a build-up. It's not just the UNESCO World Book Capital. It started with the Garden City Festival in 2008. We have sustained that tradition. That's why we must give real credit to those who are running this program.
The 12 participants spent the 2 weeks leading up to the Port Harcourt Book Festival in the residency program. While at Songhai Farm Resort, they were tutored by the judges, who also served as facilitators. Here, they were able to interact, share stories and ideas with the more established writers and with one another.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome. The facilitator that took us yesterday and today, Mr. Barrett, his I don't know, he's supposed to be old, but he's not. He is so modern, he is so contemporary that you wouldn't think a 73-year-old man would say the things he's saying like he's in our generation. He's a very good facilitator, and so far, just in 2 days, I've learned so much and I've met with great writers too.
Being here is a humbling experience. I came here self-assured that I was good, and I was coming to show how good I was. And then I came here, and even from the airport when I arrived, I met some other writers and I Googled them. And I saw some of the things they wrote, and I'm like, okay, am I sure I can't just hop on the plane and get back? You know, it's been a humbling experience, but also at the same time, it's been illuminating.
The residency is a big program for me. It's a very huge program for my life and for my career as a whole. It's big in every sense. No amount of words will say thank you enough. Yeah.
After their stay in Songhai, they attended the Port Harcourt Book Festival, where they participated in various programs. An anthology of their writing produced from this exercise would be published in the course of the World Book Capital Year. Book Donation Drive. A quarterly book donation drive is part of the year-long activities. It seeks to encourage citizen ownership and participation in the effort to encourage reading. A call is made to the public for donation of good books, which are dropped in designated areas such as the public libraries and recreational facilities. The appropriate books are then selected and donated along with branded bookshelves as a seed library to indigent communities. 9 of such seed libraries have been planted in various centers, such as the Compassion Center for Physically Handicapped Children, Good Shepherd Foundation, David Igbema Foundation and Home, Association Badamia, Saviour's Orphanage, Chesia Home, Port Harcourt Remand Home, the Child Special School, and Port Harcourt Prisons.
On behalf of the Honorable Commissioner for Social Welfare and Rehabilitation, the Director of Social Welfare, and the inmates of this home, Port Harcourt Remand Home, we wish to express our sincere gratitude to Port Harcourt Book Capital, World Book Capital, and all of you who have contributed immensely to making this a reality.
This project of Rainbow Book Club is a very important project for Badamia because it offers us the possibility to give to the children the love of book and the possibility to learn better language and to have specific tests with learning.
Book of the Month discussion. Each month of the World Book Capital has a particular book in focus. The 12 books of the month have been carefully selected to present the best and the variety that Nigeria and Africa has to offer. The book in focus forms discussion topics on radio shows, electronic and print media, and interactive sessions which holds monthly before a sizable audience. Discussants are invited from different sectors in the society. Drama performance. Every month, a drama performance is staged by the students of the University of Port Harcourt as part of the year-long program. The drama is usually based on the book of the month, such as Chinua Achebe's Arrow of God in April, Elechi Amadi's The Great Poems in May, and Wole Soyinka's Ake in July. Port Harcourt Book Festival. One of the major highlights of the World Book Capital Year is the annual Port Harcourt Book Festival. The Book Festival, now in its 7th year, held for a week from 20th October. The festival had a variety of offerings including a book fair and exhibition, various workshops, seminars, interactive sessions, drama performances, and special events for children. This year, various international partners such as Penn International, Hay Festival, the Kane Prize for African Writing attended and participated. Africa 39, a significant project of the Port Harcourt World Book Capital Year, is the Africa 39, which consists of the selection and celebration of 39 writers under the age of 40 from Africa south of the Sahara. This project was carried out in collaboration with the UK-based Hay Festival. An anthology produced by these writers was published by Bloomsbury. Over half of the Africa 39 writers were sponsored by the Port Harcourt World Book Capital to participate in the Port Harcourt Book Festival. In the course of the week, they held readings and interactive sessions at the University of Port Harcourt, the Ken Saro-Wiwa Center, the French Cultural Center, in addition to their appearances at the festival.
I can't tell you how excited I was, especially when I learned that that PH beat Oxford, a number of other amazing cities around the world. And the fact that it's based here, I think, is an indication that not only is some of the best fiction in the world emerging from Africa, but also, and I might be somewhat partial in saying this, a lot of the best fiction is emerging from Nigeria. So I felt a great amount of pride, especially when it was announced that Africa 39 would be a part of that initiative and I'd have a chance to come back to Nigeria. I was incredibly happy about that.
To be a book capital is to be, like it's in the sense that it's promoting reading, the reading culture, and I'm quite excited about promoting the reading culture because I come, like if I could use Nairobi, I come from a place where reading is not very popular among a lot of people, even though books now are very cheap.
Local and international partners. Partnership has played an important role in the PHWBC program. In addition to local partners, amongst players in the book chain, community-based organizations such as churches, charities and corporate organizations have supported the project. One of such is the Nigerian Bottling Company, which has supplied bottles of refreshments to the weekly book clubs in the 50 schools. The Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas, sponsors of the Nigeria Prize for Literature, also supported the project. In the course of the year, international partners have featured in one program or the other. They include Penn, the Kane Prize for African Writing, and Hay Festival. Port Harcourt World Book Capital on tour. The Port Harcourt World Book Capital project has participated in major book fairs such as the Nigeria International Book Fair, the London Book Fair, the South Africa Book Fair, and the Frankfurt Book Fair. By these outings, the Port Harcourt World Book Capital 2014 brings the international spotlight to Nigeria's oil city, which has also come to be known the world over as the World Book Capital. In conclusion, sustainability of the Port Harcourt World Book Capital programs has been central in the planning of the year-long programs. Various training programs to build capacity have been carried out. Hundreds of teachers and volunteers have been trained to run the book clubs. In the course of the year, several publications have also been produced, such as training manuals and workbooks for the book clubs. In addition, books have been published from the National Working Book Program, the Writers in Residence, and the Africa 39 projects. A very important publication that has come out this year is Nigerian Literature, a coat of many colors, an anthology of 100 authors in 100 years to commemorate Nigeria's centenary, which falls in 2014, the year Nigeria produced the UNESCO World Book Capital. Overall, the Port Harcourt World Book Capital program has lived up to its theme, possibilities, by showing how we can use the book as a tool for change and access to a vast world of endless possibilities. The Port Harcourt World Book Capital 2014. Books, windows to our world of possibilities.